Before this summer, most European football fans believed the same thing about America. Overhyped, overpriced, and definitely not better than home.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of Americans?
Loud. He's very racist. He doesn't really know anything about politics.
When you see like Americans, they're really open-minded. They're like, most of them are really smart.
Then the World Cup brought millions of them here. And after walking through the stadiums, the stores, and the streets, something started to change. So what did they actually find? Here are 7 reasons, backed by real numbers and real reactions.
You guys have air conditioning everywhere.
Yep, this is America.
I love it.
How much Americans love their country. Go America.
People are actually really, really lovely, man. I think English people have a thing about Americans.
1. Gas stations that don't waste your time. At a gas station in Arkansas, one British visitor noticed something UK law doesn't even allow. The nozzle locks itself open. No standing in the rain holding a lever for 5 minutes. He called it nuts that nobody talks about this back home.
Just filling up at the gas station, and what people don't say is, I love how you can just have this kind of trigger on and the fuel just keeps going without touching it. It's just nuts. In the UK you can't do that, you have to physically just stand there and hold it. But here it's all hands-free, just chilling. So convenient, absolutely love it.
A German mother pointed out something even more practical. She can pay directly at the pump without unbuckling her children or walking inside. Back home, she said, the whole process means getting everyone out of the car, going inside, waiting in line, and coming back out again just to fill the tank. These aren't isolated observations either. American gas stations routinely offer pay-at-pump technology, squeegee stations for windshields, and multiple fuel grades at every pump, a level of roadside convenience that still isn't standard across much of Europe.
One massive difference about the UK and the US, when you're filling up fuel, petrol, gas, whatever you want to call it, you have to hold it in the UK the whole time. So how? Like a peasant. In the US, you literally can touch it, put it in, and let it do its thing, let it fill up by itself. But here, you have to hold it the whole time.
It's actually painful.
It's painful. And plus, one other thing, gas here is so much more expensive. You're not doing anything.
I know, because I'm waiting.
Gas here is so much more expensive than the US. So much more expensive, even California.
It's actually almost triple the price. I've worked it out.
We're going to show you how much it comes to at the end. Right, so that came to £80, which I don't know, in America that's probably like, what, 110 for 50 litres. I don't know what that is in gallons, but I can for sure tell you that that is a lot more expensive than the US. And not very nice. Not very nice at all.
America, you've done it again. You've surprised me again. And I just want to talk about this. I'm here filling fuel up, and I've got a TV screen. I've got a TV screen on my pump, and it's playing Netflix adverts, Summer of Drive adverts, whatever this is. But you play adverts whilst you're pumping fuel. I mean, it's a good idea. It's a good way of getting advertisements out. I mean, everyone's pumping fuel every day. But I have never had one of these in the UK. Ours are blank. They don't have TV screens like this. But yeah, this is pretty wild. But this is definitely an American thing, having TV screens here. And that is the big difference between the UK and America. America is very, what's the word? America is very commercialized. Like, this is a prime example, adverts. Like, even your TV adverts are completely different to the UK on what you can show. There's a lot of like medical stuff, a lot of prescriptions, drugs, stuff like this you can buy that are advertised on the American TV channels. But yeah, I just thought this was an interesting one that I'll bring to some of your attention, because probably going to some UK people that have never seen TVs and adverts on their gas pumps. To you American guys, it's probably normal, but for people in the UK, we don't have that, and some people have probably never seen that before. But yeah, I seem to spend a lot of time at the gas stations with this truck. This is a 6 litre GMC gasser, so it's not known for being the best on fuel. There's a good engine there.
2. Grocery stores built like cathedrals. Inside a Costco for the first time, one visitor's first instinct was to compare the ceiling to a church. The cart alone looked built for a family of 10. Free samples meant he skipped lunch entirely. A hot dog and a bottomless drink came to $1.50. The numbers behind the reaction are just as striking.
Free samples? Yeah, they're unlimited. How many stations do they have? They're all over the store. Bro, you can eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. I know, right? It's great. And this? Dessert.
According to industry data, American grocery stores stock an average of around 40,000 unique items compared to roughly 18,000 in typical European stores.
Dave, this place is huge. This is an entire grilled chicken.
Yeah, and?
It's only $5.
Even the trolleys are big.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, Budak. So obviously we have Costco in the UK, but I feel like the deals aren't that good compared to America. So we're going to get some deals today. Let's go.
Starting off, size matters. And in the UK, unfortunately, we are not producing size. This is a watermelon. In the US, the watermelons, honestly, up to that big. Huge.
My goodness. One thing I do know is that the chocolate cookies are delicious. They really do sell everything. I'm in love.
The average U.S. supermarket footprint runs close to 35,000 square feet, nearly twice the size of a standard European store. Walmart's largest supercenters push close to 187,000 square feet. To be fair, Europe has its own giants too. The UK's largest Tesco runs about 185,000 square feet, and Belgium's biggest hypermarket matches America's largest Walmart almost exactly. But what separates the American experience for most visitors isn't just size, it's the sheer variety under one roof. Groceries, electronics, clothing, pharmacy, banking, even optical services, all in a single stop.
Say it again, I don't think they heard you.
There's a pub in the supermarket.
See this?
Oh, it's not an aisle.
Mate, is that all we get? I know we're a small island, but that is...
I'm impressed. They've got actual baked beans.
What are they?
Okay, we don't have them.
No,
but
these are not British.
No, but they are.
These aren't British. This is Australian.
Oh, yeah.
People do think we're Australian all the
They
time.
do, to be fair.
We don't have Tim Tams.
I found the thing. This is it.
Oh.
The best tea bags in the world.
They are the best.
I'm smuggling these, mate. No.
No, you can't do that.
I can.
Right. It literally says Australia.
One of my favourite British chocolate bars.
Do you want a sandwich?
Yeah, let's get a sandwich.
Is this one big enough for you?
Is it not crazy?
What the hell? Bow and arrows. They sell everything in this shop. Tyres in it, supermarket.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm in James Bond right now. How is this allowed?
Shopping in America is insane. They've got a robot. It's called Marty, and he's just checking for spills.
Supermarket, grocery store. Only in America, hang on. There's a train. Oh no! A train going round. What's this all about?
Whoa. Yep. That is the size of ice cream you can buy.
Look at the absolute size of these cans, mate. Like, what are we doing? Look at the size of this. There's no way someone needs that big of a Red Bull.
I've just got to a section of bagged cereal. What the? Never seen cereal in a bag the size of my entire torso.
3. Restaurants that actually give you more. One visitor didn't believe free breadsticks were real. He asked if the basket was refillable, expecting the usual answer. 1 per table, extra costs more. Instead, the server told him to eat as many as he wanted. He panicked mid-bite, convinced the restaurant had to be losing money. He finished 1 basket, then finished a second. In much of Europe, bread on the table often gets its own line on the bill. Here, it just keeps coming.
Thank you. Wait, is this refillable?
Yeah.
I told you. Infinity time.
Yeah.
10 times.
Yes, however much you want.
So if I eat all of these, you bring it back.
Yes, I can do that.
Same price.
Yes.
You don't have to eat them all of them.
Okay, thank you.
Take your time.
Yeah.
I told you.
Bro, they're gonna lose money like that.
No, you
I'm gonna
paid
eat all
for
of it.
them. You relax. Don't start eating all of them. Enough, Fabio. Stop eating. We have more food coming.
It's free.
It's not free. You paid for it.
It's free. I'm telling you.
It's just a refill, but you don't have to eat all of it. Fabio. Fabio.
It's free.
No. You finished them? Fabio.
Sorry. We finished it.
Alright, I'll get you more.
Thank you.
Bro. Enough.
Thank you so much.
Bro. Enough. You don't need all.
This is a dream. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Should I wait a little bit? Let's wait for the main course first.
We have the main course coming.
Just an hour.
Bro.
Just saw a video of a Brit at Texas Roadhouse, and he was like, "What do you mean that the Americans don't have free health care, but they can bring out the free rolls every 5 seconds as soon as the basket gets low?" That is the most American fucking shit. He's got a fucking point, though. I mean, this is like one of my favorite like cultural exchanges to ever happen. This has brought me so much joy in the last day.
Same pattern. Something that's standard in nearly every American restaurant remains virtually non-existent across the UK and continental Europe. Multiple visitors describe the experience of having a glass topped up before they've even finished, unprompted, at no extra charge, and treating it as borderline unbelievable.
I want to talk about free refill. Did you guys know that free refill, it's a very American thing? First months in the United States, we didn't know that refills are free. And when I saw in McDonald's some kid 2 times in a row go to Fontaine and get cola, I was thinking, he's cheating, like, and I was looking like he's stealing thing. Yeah. But then somebody tell me, hey, it's free.
When you find out that America has free refills.
I ask a medium size. That's medium. Ma che medium? Madonna! My entire family can drink from here for 1 month.
Who the fuck drinks that? It's fucking massive.
If I'm spending $5 on my drink, I know that's going to be the size of my head. Do you know what I mean?
That is 1 large fries. Thoughts?
That's just outrageous.
Like,
I don't think we can eat that between us.
No.
This is a serving size?
Yeah.
How am I going to eat all this?
Look at the size of it. That's crazy.
Oh my god, it's literally the same size as her. What is going on, America?
This ground beef. This is bigger than my future. I mean, look at the size of it. TikTok. Y'all ever seen this? A big bag of Welch's.
This is the ice cream. My mom's dying. This is the ice cream here, bro.
How many free refills can you actually get at a restaurant? So I went to Buffalo Wild Wings with the goal of ordering as many drinks as possible in a single sitting to see how many they'd give me before I get cut off or reach capacity. My drink of choice was my favorite drink, unsweetened iced tea, because it has 0 calories, but I forgot that it does have caffeine, more on that later. And so I began drinking up my first, second, and third iced tea with absolutely no issue. At the 4th iced tea, I did notice there was visibly more ice in my cup, which I'm guessing was to curb my consumption a bit. But ironically, that actually helped me out because now it was easier to get more refills, and so I continued on drinking numbers 5, 6, and 7 before the food ultimately came. Now obviously this much liquid came with many bathroom breaks, but I was pacing decently and eventually got into the double digits. At refill number 12, I was starting to reach capacity, not only in terms of the total liquid in my body, but also caffeine, having 600 milligrams at this point, so I only had a few more left. I read somewhere that 14 refills by a single person in one sitting was the record, and so I'm happy to state that after 1.5 hours at Buffalo Wild Wings, I achieved 15 refills, setting the apparent record and proving that free refills are actually endless. Very cool.
4. Stadiums built for everyone, not just the game. This is the reason these fans were actually here in the first place, and it's where the data gets genuinely hard to argue with.
I gotta show you this because it looks like just another door to the entrance, but when you walk in here, look what happens. You're already inside the stadium. It looks like in a freaking shopping mall. It doesn't look a stadium. It's AC inside. Looks like there's an Apple store and probably a Starbucks there. America, you are doing things different than we used to in Europe. Looks like I'm at a freaking train station or something. Look at this! Look at this! Let's walk to the front and see where we can go. Wow. This is pretty damn unreal. I don't even feel like I'm in a football stadium. This is Dallas Stadium. So different than any other stadiums I've been before.
The 2026 World Cup is being played across 16 venues, with capacities ranging from around 43,000 at BMO Field in Toronto up to over 90,000 at AT&T Stadium in Dallas. MetLife Stadium, hosting the final, holds between 80,000 and 87,000, depending on configuration. Architecture critics have specifically noted these venues were designed around a different philosophy entirely. Retractable roofs, massive wraparound video boards, luxury suite tiers, and all-day entertainment built into the structure itself.
This might honestly be the best stadium I've ever seen. Look at this. Oh my word. This place is incredible. The US weren't joking when they said they had the best stadiums, because this is insane. How does this stadium rank among other stadiums in the US? Let me know in the comments, and if you want to see more adventures of me in the US, drop me a follow.
Rather than the tighter, steeper football-specific grounds common across Europe. But what actually stunned visiting fans went beyond raw numbers. One visitor described what was missing compared to home. No segregated sections, no fights between rival fans, no beer flying through the air. Instead, t-shirt cannons, slingshots reaching the upper deck, jumbotrons so large the back row still gets a perfect view, mascots, halftime entertainment, and strangers from different countries sitting shoulder to shoulder without a single incident. In the UK, watching a match typically means police lines and physical barriers between opposing fans. And for context on scale alone, 8 of the 10 largest stadiums on Earth belong to American college football programs. Michigan Stadium holds over 107,000 people. Manchester United's Old Trafford, one of the biggest grounds in England, holds about 75,000, which would rank roughly 22nd or 23rd among American college stadiums. 23 U.S. college stadiums seat more than 70,000 fans, a number matched by only a handful of professional soccer grounds on the entire continent. 5. Air conditioning as a basic standard. One British visitor described wearing a full sweatsuit in 31-degree heat because American indoor air conditioning runs so aggressively she was, in her words, cold to her bones. She called it a cry for help, but also admitted she couldn't imagine going back to a country where cooling simply doesn't exist in most homes.
I really think British people have been brainwashed to believe that AC is bad for you. This is crazy, the conditioning they have in their brain, because my boyfriend for some reason views the AC as this like monster that it's not necessary for daily life. He could be melting, but because it's 1 or 2 days, he just thinks that it's not necessary. And for me, that is just so outlandish. Why would you not want to sleep comfortably, have a space where you can have a break from the depths of hell? That just makes no sense to me. Also, how the hell is it that in Europe, hospitals for the most part don't have AC? Can somebody please explain this to me? Can you imagine giving birth with a freaking industrial fan in front of you while you're getting your freaking punani stretched out? I would lose my mind. Another thing, schools don't have AC. Kids are freaking learning trigonometry in 35-degree weather. How does that make sense? I just, honestly, like, it could be a month of this heat. I know that it's just a month out of the 12 months of the year, but it is necessary. And I honestly, listen, the first time that I went to do my nails and I saw that they didn't have AC, I learned how to do my nails at home, which is why they look like stumpies right now, because I need to do them and I haven't had time because I've been looking for a freaking AC and they're all out of stock. But because they've never had it, they feel like they don't need it. They don't know the pleasure of getting a tan, sunbathing the whole day, taking a shower, and then laying in bed with this AC blasting in your own home. It's just been so interesting. So basically I told them, like, I think you've been conditioned to think that AC is bad, and I just cannot wait for the moment where that AC is turned on, the room is nice and cool, and he gets to sleep 8 hours like a freaking baby so he can realize what he has been missing his whole life. And a lot of people are like this here. It's very interesting. So yeah, I'm excited to get it. Apparently I'm getting my AC tomorrow, I think.
So I'm a Brit that moved to America, and everyone's always like, do you like it? Do you prefer England? Why did you move? So I'm going to tell you the reasons why I love living here. AC. How did I live without AC? And how do my friends in England survive summer with a fan? I know it's not that hot all the time in England, okay? But the AC in the summer, if I ever go back to England and like buy a house, I'm gonna have to get AC built in, because I'm spoiled. I'm blaring it, I'm blasting it. It's like an iceberg in the summer, especially in New York. Like, I wouldn't survive without it. Now, I frequently feel sad for my friends in England that they've never had proper Mexican food. I've traveled around America, okay? The Mexican food, no. Unbelievable. Like, when I lived in England, obviously I season, I spice my food, right? So I'm used to taste, I'm used to that. But we don't have a variation, like a good variation, an authentic variation in England. I'm just gonna say that, don't be upset with me. Because I love my roast dinners, I love my salad cream, I love all of that, right? But the Mexican food in America, in New York, leaves me speechless. And that is another reason why I'm here.
Why does every single American in existence have a fan on their ceiling? This is just the archetype of an American room, and I don't understand it, because they always claim to have air conditioning. Most people in America have air conditioning. So why do you have a fan on your ceiling if you're already cooling down the room? Why is this a thing, and why are Americans so passionate about a ceiling fan? Because I have never entered a room in England where they have a ceiling fan unless you have a lot of money. If you have a lot of money, you'll have a ceiling fan. But me, the commoner, we're not going around people's houses and seeing ceiling fans every day. So why do Americans have such a passion behind ceiling fans? And it doesn't make sense to me. If you've got air conditioning, why do you need a ceiling fan? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you have a ceiling fan, because these are the questions that plague on my mind. Seriously, like, I need to know why a ceiling fan is so useful if you have air conditioning already. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. So do you have a ceiling?
I've literally never been so hot in my life. I'm like burning. My cheeks are all rosy red. And I just feel so wet and gross. I'm so hot. I just want to stay in my room where the AC is. I don't want to go anywhere or do anything. I haven't felt this hot since I left Florida 4 years ago. How do you guys not have AC units built into the house? I will never understand that. Me and my AC unit are like this. Anyways, if you are going through this heat wave here in the UK, I'm so sorry. And I wish you all the best.
The numbers explain the culture shock clearly. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, roughly 90% of American households have air conditioning. In Europe, that figure sits closer to 20% overall, dropping as low as approximately 3% in Germany and under 5% in both France and the UK. This isn't just a comfort gap either. Research published in The Lancet found that air conditioning adoption prevented an estimated 195,000 heat-related deaths among people over 65 in a single year. Europe's heat-related death toll runs into the tens of thousands annually, a gap researchers link partly to how rare home cooling remains across the continent. Europe is catching up fast. Italy went from roughly 10 to 15% AC adoption in 2003 to 56% by 2024. The UK has roughly doubled its AC-equipped homes in just 3 years. But it's still starting from a baseline America passed decades ago.
They have the craziest thing here in America. So it's blazing hot outside. But look at this. I'm going to step into this establishment and it's chilly. It's hot outside, but when you step in, it's like a winter's day.
This is roasting. 35 degrees Celsius. I've taken all my pictures outside and I'm like, I just need to find me some shade. And I just want to experience what it's going to feel like to actually walk into the stadium, to feel the air-conditioned Oh, this is glorious. Absolutely glorious. It's like stepping into a fridge. Living the dream. I can feel myself rapidly cooling down. This is what dreams are made of.
6. Neighborhoods designed to be lived in, not locked up. Walking through an American suburb, one visitor counted the differences one by one. Garage doors left wide open with a second fridge running inside. Something unthinkable back home.
As someone who grew up in Europe, especially in Germany, there's something so cool about American suburbs, and I don't think Americans are realizing that. For me, this really feels like I'm walking through a movie set. And I know that doesn't make sense for a lot of people who grew up here, but I get so excited every time I see a yellow school bus, or like these long drives away with the basketball hubs, or even like these random sidewalks as I'm walking here right now. So please tell me I'm not the only one.
Mailboxes planted at the end of long driveways. And then her favorite, picket fences, seasonal wreaths, porch chairs, balloon arches, and university flags all displayed proudly on the front lawn. She said if she lived there, her whole house would be covered in decorations within a week. What looked odd at first started to look like a kind of openness she hadn't experienced.
Things I love about American neighbourhoods. I made this video many years ago and my opinions have definitely changed. First off is how well kept all of people's grasses are. Like honestly, I just find it amazing and sensational. I also love that a lot of people now leave like the dandelions because they're actually really healthy to keep. And yeah, the mailboxes, guys, honestly, every time I see the mailboxes I just feel like I'm in a movie and I can't cope. The other thing is this fire hydrant. Like for most people that are American, you just won't understand the excitement that I get off that. When my mum and dad come over to America and they saw one that was red, my mum almost passed out. She couldn't cope with it. She really couldn't. Look how wide the roads are, and you very rarely see people parking on the sides of the roads. Obviously I understand it's because in England we're a lot smaller of a country, but it's so annoying trying to drive through all the car parks and like, no. This basketball hoops, like come on guys, they're everywhere. Even I had one. Long driveways and separation between houses. Now at first this was all very different to me and I didn't really appreciate it, and every state is different, right? Like everyone's different, everyone like lives differently, and they literally get so much more house and land for your money, which obviously is expected because it's a much bigger country. And I love the sound of the little insects. Feels like I'm in Tenerife on the balcony on a night.
Another visitor went further, describing how in much of Europe, leaving a front door open is an invitation for theft, while in the neighborhood she visited, people sat on their decks, left doors wide, and simply lived their daily lives in full view, something she contrasted sharply with a UK culture she described as heads down, closed off, and overworked.
The houses are not attached like they are where I grew up in the UK. If your house was detached in the UK where I lived, then you were considered rich. Next up we have basketball hoops. Pretty much every house that has kids that live in it has a basketball hoop. Every single house in my neighbourhood has a garage. Where I lived in the UK, none of the houses had garages. Again, if you had a garage, then you were considered rich. With the garages, everyone leaves them open. No one has to worry about anything getting stolen, anything being moved, or anything like that. On the topic of things being stolen, people have patio furniture, people leave their bikes outside. They literally leave anything outside and they don't have to worry about it being stolen. In the UK, when the bin man comes, if the rubbish is not inside of the bin, then he's not going to take it. Here, you can have it like this and everything will be gone. Doesn't matter what it is, they take it. Next up, we have a mailbox. We don't have letterboxes on the door like you do in the UK, so pretty much anyone can steal your mail, but why would anyone want to steal your bills? Not only that, it is also a crime. This red handle on the side lets the mailman know whether you have outgoing mail, and he will take it to the post office. Next up, everyone's grass looks like this. We live in a HOA, so everybody's grass has to be maintained. Unfortunately, if you own your house, you have to do it yourself. If you rent, these guys will do it for you.
7. A country big enough to feel like several. One British creator pushed back directly against the idea that Americans are uncultured for not traveling internationally. Her argument: the sheer variety within the US itself, different climates, different landscapes, different regional cultures state to state, means an American can experience something close to international travel without ever crossing a border. She called it something genuinely hard for a European mind to comprehend until they've seen the scale firsthand. The World Cup itself proved her point. Fans traveled between host cities and described each one as feeling like a different country entirely. Boston's colonial feel, Dallas's wide-open Texas energy, Miami's Latin Caribbean influence, Seattle's Pacific Northwest calm. A 2026 tournament spread across 4 time zones and 3 nations, with 104 matches across 16 cities, delivered geographic variety on a scale no single European nation could match. So here's the real question. Is it the facilities themselves or the attitude behind them that makes the difference? Tell us in the comments which reason on this list surprised you the most. If this changed how you see the comparison, hit that like button. It helps Culturo reach more people who want the real numbers behind these stories. And make sure you're subscribed, because there's a lot more of this series still to come. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.